What's up, everybody? What's up? Welcome to another episode of Let's Argue. We was actually supposed to start at 9:15, but I thought I'd go ahead and get things started a little early. We got a great topic today. Shout out to Kelly B for the content today. We got two subjects we're going to discuss today on Let's Argue. If you're just tuning in, hashtag I'm outside. Let's argue. Go ahead and drop that in the chat window for me. Um, and so yeah, we first subject is how involved should non-biological parents be in a child life. So I'm gonna put up the little snippet of the text message between this guy and his baby mama, uh, and yeah, between the baby mama and the daddy. And then we got another subject we're going to discuss as well. Should you be allowed to, and I hate to use the word allow because nobody can, I don't care if you're married or not married. You can't make me do nothing. Either I'm going to do it because I care about you and I respect you, or I'm not gonna do it. But you can't, your spouse or significant other can't make you do anything. Like they can be mad, but they can't make you do anything. So I kind of hate using that phrase, but I'm gonna phrase it like that. Should you be allowed to go on a trip with your girls or with the fellas if majority of the your friends are single? Should that be allowed? So we're gonna do that as well. But the first subject that we have on tap today is and I'm gonna read it so you all can follow along if you can't read it yourself. Um, it is let's see here. So the guy says, why did I have to find out through social media my daughter had a reward ceremony? Oh, this is what the baby mama says. Oh, my boyfriend went because I had to work, so she was good. He wanted to see her get the reward. The baby daddy responded, "That's my damn child. How the fuck do you allow another man to show up for my child and I am active in her life? Then you didn't even tell me my daughter had a ceremony." So the baby mama responds, "Oh, my boyfriend is just as much of her father as you are. He's active in her life as well. You always go to her events. I didn't want to take away from him being able to see her get a reward." He responds, "IDGAF about any of that. You should have told me, and we both could have showed up for her." Facts. She responded by saying, "I don't want him to have it. I wanted him to have his own moment with her. She would have given you more attention if you showed up, if you had showed up to the ceremony." Yeah, I think she was all kind of wrong in that, for sure. Like that's her father. Uh, he should have been notified that his daughter was receiving an award, so he could have showed up for his daughter. Now, here's the thing: is what is she? What is his daughter now thinking because her daddy didn't show up? Now should he tell his daughter that your mama didn't tell me about the event? Like, what I'm saying, that make her look bad, shit on her because she didn't tell him about the event, because it sounds like he's very active in his daughter's life and he would have wanted to be there. She was all kind of wrongs in this. Give me your thoughts, your comments. Let me know what you think. Um, was the baby mama wrong? Like, I get but here's the thing: if if the daughter is living with you, she's gonna have moments with your boyfriend. To ice him out of these are significant events in the child's life, and you don't allow him the father to show up for that or give him the opportunity to show up for that. I mean, that's just all kind of wrongs. I don't care how you slice that up. He should have been there for his daughter, and it sounds like he would have wanted to be there for his daughter. So yeah, she was all kind of wrong. So I'm gonna go over that again just so everybody can get the context. So this is a text between the mother of the child and the father of the child, the biological father of the child. It sounds like there was an award ceremony that the child was going to receive. The mother did not tell him about this award ceremony. He found out through social media. So here's how it played out. Why did I have to find out through social media my daughter had a reward ceremony? Oh, my boyfriend went because I had to work, so she was good. He wanted to see her get the reward. He responds, "That's my damn child. I don't. How the fuck you allow another man to show up for my child, and I'm active in her life? Then you, I'm active in her life. Then you didn't tell me my daughter had a ceremony. Okay, my boyfriend is just as much as her father as you are. He's active in her life as well. You always go to her events. I didn't want to take away from him, but being able to get her reward." He responds, "I don't give a fuck about any of that. You could have told me, and we could have both went and showed up for her." She responds and says, I wanted him to have his moment with her. She would have given you more attention if you showed up to the ceremony." So, which implies that he's very active in his daughter's life, and the mother was deliberate. What we don't know is how much influence the boyfriend had in that. Was it him who push that narrative? I don't know. But either way, she was all kind of wrong. He shouldn't have had to find out on social media that his baby was having some reward ceremony. I'm sure he would have wanted to be there, and she took that away from him. She definitely took that away from him. So, what are your thoughts on that particular topic there? Should the Was the baby mama out of line? Like, she was, yeah, in my opinion, she was way out of line with that. She should allow. Sorry about that. Yeah, so she was all kind of wrongs with that. She should allow him to the father, the biological father of the child, and it sounds like he's very active in his daughter's life. He should have been there. They both, like he said, we both could have been there for her. Like, hey, okay, you got you a new man in your life. That don't mean that you X me out because you got a new man in your life. That's still my child. Um, that's my DNA and my blood running through her veins. How do you have the audacity to not tell me about what's going on in my child's life? Like I said, and it sounds like just from the message, the communication between the two of them, that he's very active in his child's life, or at least active to the point, just based off the comments that he made, that he's active in his child's life and he would have wanted to be there. So, not for sure why the mother made the decision that she made. Did the new boyfriend have an influence or on that decision making process? And then the other question I would like to ask is, like, does he shit on the baby mama now? Like, hey, the reason I wasn't there because your mama didn't tell me about it. Otherwise, I would have been there. Because who knows, if him and his daughter got a close relationship, she might be looking at him sideways now. Like, hey, dad, why weren't you there? And then it also raises all kind of questions. Was this intentional on her part? Like, in I don't know. That's just like, and the more positive role models and people who love the child that are there involved in the child's life, I mean, that just helps the child. So for her to not um, allow the biological father, to be present for that situation was just all kind of wrong. Again, hashtag I'm outside. Let's argue. Go ahead and drop that in the chat window. So we still have, we're going to continue with lyrically correct, of course. And let's see. Instead of us doing the what were we doing last week? We did the 90s version, I believe it was. Yeah, the 90s 2000 hip hop version. We're going to switch it up this week and we're going to do another version of lyrically correct. And if you're lyrically correct, hashtag lyrically correct, go ahead and drop that in the chat window for me. Let's do another version of lyrically correct. Hey, what's up, Dee? Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. I appreciate it, sis. Thank you for tuning in. So the subject that we're discussing today, if you can you see the message on the screen? Is it visible? If not, I'm going to read it anyway. So here's the subject. We have a mother, the biological mother and the biological father having a discussion. The short version of it is, she had an award. The daughter had a award ceremony. The mother deliberately didn't tell the father about the award ceremony, but the boyfriend showed up, and the father found out about the award ceremony through social media. So of course he's pissed. about it and like, hey, you should have told me about the award ceremony. I would have been there. And it sounds like he's very active in his daughter's life. So here's how it played out. Why did I have to find out through social media? Social media, my daughter had a reward ceremony. Oh, my boyfriend went because I had to work, so she was good. He wanted to see her get the reward. He was like, "That's my damn child. I don't. How the fuck do you allow another man to show up for my child and I'm active in her life? Then you didn't tell me my daughter had a ceremony. Oh, my boyfriend is just as much her father as you are. He's active in her life as well. You always go to her events. I didn't want to take away from him being able to see her get the reward." He responds by saying, I don't give a fuck about any of that. You could have told me and we both could have showed up for her. Point taken. Like for real. Like for real. And then he says, then she goes on to say, I wanted him to have his moment with her. She would have given you more attention if you showed up to the ceremony. So the what? That's his child. And he should have been there. It sounds like he wanted to be there. Let's see. Didi says, I don't have my glasses on. uh and Didi goes on to say, I seen that and she was wrong as hell. She was definitely wrong. Like, and it sounds like some of that might have been personally motivated on her part to do that. Like, why would you deliberately ice the father out? And my thing is, even if you are mad with him about something, why would you not at least give him the opportunity? And like I said, it sounds like he's very active in his daughter's life just based off the communication they had, the message that was exchanged between them two. For her not to tell him, like that sounds like maybe she's salty about some stuff. You got a boyfriend. Like, why are you mad at me? Like, you got a boyfriend. And I love it that the brother was like, hey, we both could have been there for her, and they should have been. Like, it wasn't no reason that the boyfriend shouldn't have been able to show up, but for you not to tell the biological father about this award ceremony. And then now my question is, and I said this earlier, Didi, would he be wrong if he shitted on the mom now? Like, oh, the reason I wasn't there because your mama didn't tell me about it. Like, she deliberately didn't tell me about it. Show her the text message. Like, would he be wrong for doing that? Didi says, well, she came back out because people was going off on him and she actually defended her baby daddy. Oh, okay. So that I didn't get the full context. You say, well, she came back out because people was going off on him and she actually defended her baby daddy. Okay, all right. Well, that's good. I'm glad she definitely did that. But this wouldn't have never even had to get that far had she just would have told him about what was going on. Let's see, Didi said, well, she claimed yeah, you was vested in that one, huh? I misunderstood what you were saying, sis. I didn't get that. Well, you said she claimed she did. Yeah, I didn't understand your last message, sis. Yeah, this is all kind of wrong with that. Like, for real, like, you don't tell the baby daddy about the award ceremony. That should have been, he should have known about it. He shouldn't have had to find out about it up on he shouldn't have had to find out on social media. Like, she was just all kind of wrong on that. So yeah, I don't know. My thing is, what was her motivation behind doing that? Like, what was her motivation for doing that? All right, y'all. So we always play games on this show. Um, Lyrically correct. We're gonna do the '80s version mixtape. We're gonna do the '80s version. Give me hashtag I'm outside. Let's argue. Go ahead and drop that in the chat window for me. And if you're playing lyrically correct with me, I want you to hashtag I am lyrically correct, or just hashtag lyrically correct. Whatever works for you is fine with me. Again, we are playing lyrically correct. All right. So if you're just tuning in, hashtag I'm outside. Let's argue. Go ahead and drop that into the chat window for me as well. And I will provide you all with a link if you enjoy this game. Lyrically correct. Let's see. Did you say people said the baby daddy should have known himself? How? What? Okay, that argument could be made. That argument could be made, but Um, the why didn't she still should have communicated that to him. Like, I don't know how young the child is. It doesn't say. Um, and that argument could be made. So I really can't. I don't have a whole lot of defense for that because maybe he should have known. But if he didn't know, why she didn't tell him? Like, what's the harm in letting him know? Like, hey, your daughter has a ceremony today. Your daughter has a ceremony tomorrow. Where did you plan on going? Because my boyfriend gonna be there. Like, what? Like, I don't know. I just feel like that was still real shitty on her part not to let him know what was going on. Yeah, she still should have, she still should have let him know. Didi says, I agree. Yeah. Oh, they had a picture of the baby. I think she was about 8. Yeah. And who knows? Like, when the child is that young, I think um, it's, what's the word I'm looking for? It's the responsibility of both parents to let, especially the custodial parent, to let the non-custodial parent know what's going on, because you don't know day to day. She's not living with me, so I don't know everything that's going on in school. She's young now. When she's older, you will probably communicate a lot more, and you know what's going on. She's calling or whatever. But come on, like, I just recently found out, and my granddaughter's what, she's 10, but she was over here. I don't know everything that's going on. Her mama had to tell us everything that's going on. But the last time she was over here, she let me know, hey, Appy, I'm having a Black History thing at my school. And I told her, just let me know the day and I'm going to be there. Even if it means me taking off work, I'm going to be there. But she communicated that to me. But what if she hadn't came over? Her mama would have had to be the one to let us know, like, hey, this is what's going on. Like, she had a daddy-daughter dance. The only reason we found out about it because her mother let us know, like, hey, she's having a daddy-daughter dance. If you guys want to come over and take some pictures, cool. Like, you have to communicate that with the non-custodial parent. I don't see why that should be a problem. Why is that? That's easy peasy. Staples. That's easy. Let the parent know, like, let the non-custodial parent know what's going on in the child's life. So she was all kind of wrong. I don't give a damn. Like, people can make that argument, oh, he should have known. Why should he have known? Like, it's not like she's a teenager. All right, so here's the first question from the 80s version of Lyrically Correct. KRS-One and Scott LaRock have an entire song named after which New York City neighborhood? KRS-One and Scott LaRock have an entire song named after which New York City hood? Anybody? KRS-One. What up, cuz? The Bronx. That's right. It's actually not just the Bronx, Kelly. I need you to get this one right now. Come on, we come from the same generation. What is that? What up, cuz? I got to tell you about my good news. We can't mention them on air. I won't. So I won't say their name on air, but we'll have a sidebar conversation. I got to tell you, I got some good news too. But it's not Boogie Down. No, I'm gonna repeat the question. I'm gonna give you one more chance. KRS-One and Scott LaRock have an entire song named after which New York City neighborhood? Boogie Down is the name of the group. Boogie Down Productions is the name of their record label. KRS-One and Scott LaRock have an entire song named after which New York City neighborhood? South Bronx. South Bronx. Can't believe y'all got that wrong. Hashtag I'm outside. Let's argue. I need that black card. All right. This is a multiple choice answer here. So let me read the entire thing before you respond, unless you just know it. All right. And Get Down on It. What did Kool and the gang say you have to get on if you want your body to move? And Get Down on It. What did Kool and the gang say you have to get on if you want your body to move? A, the groove. B, the beat. C, the rhythm. Or D, the DJ song? And Get Down on It. What did Kool and the gang say you have to get on if you want your body to move? A, the groove. B, the beat. C, the rhythm. Or D, the DJ song? Let's see here. We got an answer. The groove is correct. All right. The groove is correct. Here's the next one. Why was, yep. No, it wasn't the beast because you got it wrong. I need your black cards. Turn it in. Why was Patrice Russian sending you forget me nots? The groove is right, Dee. Why was Patrice Russian sending you forget me nots? Why was Patrice Russian sending you forget me nots? Whoever put that emoji up on their screen, thank you. I appreciate that. That's what I like to see. Why was Patrice Russian sending you forget me nots? Anybody? Should be an easy one too, y'all. Why was Patrice Russian sending you forget me nots? And if you're just tuning in, hashtag I'm outside. Let's argue. Drop that in the chat window. Let's see. We got our first answer. To help you to remember. That's right, cuz. To help you to remember. That's one of my favorite songs, too. All right. Here's the next one. So you don't forget her. Nope. That's not it. In Another One Bites the Dust, who walked warily down the street? Three. Let's see. We got another answer coming in. Hey, I'm outside. What up, sis? And Another One Bites the Dust. Y'all old. What you say, Dee? We old. You say, give me my black card back. Okay, I might give it back to you. We're going to hold it in escrow for a minute, cuz. And Another One Bites the Dust. Who walked warily down the street? Was it A, Steve, D, Dan, C, Mark, or D, Jason? And Another One Bites the Dust. Yeah, escrow, Kelly B. And Another One Bites the Dust. Who walked warily down the street? A, Steve, D, Dan, C, Mark, or D, Jason? Another One Bites the Dust. Another One Bites the Dust. I would get this one wrong too. I would have to turn in my black card. And if you get it right, I want you to put hashtag I'm lyrically correct or just lyrically correct. Hashtag lyrically correct if you get it right in the chat window. Let's see. C, Mark. No, that is wrong. I need you to turn in your black card, Kelly B. That is wrong. One more time. In Another One Bites the Dust, who walked rarely down the street? A, Steve, D, Dan, C, Mark, or D, Jason? Another One Bites the Dust. Another One Bites the Dust. It was A, Steve. It was A, Steve. All right, here's the next one. What telephone number did Tommy Two-Tone tell Jenny not to change? No, it wasn't no Dan, man. What telephone number did Tommy Two-Tone tell Jenny not to change? What telephone number did Tommy Two-Tone tell Jenny not to change? You say, oh my God, bro. Anybody? What telephone number did Tommy Two-Tone tell Jenny not to change? 868765309. 8675309. Yeah, I don't know. Tommy Two-Tone. What the hell? 8675309. All right. My wife would have known that. All right. So here's the next. So the subject matter today is we got a baby mama having, and if you guys can see what's on the screen, we got two subject matters today. So the first half, we're discussing this. The mother did not tell the baby daddy about a reward ceremony that their 8-year-old daughter was having, but so the boyfriend showed up for it. The baby daddy found out about it. Now he pissed and he's on, he on the baby mama head. So I'm going to kind of read in case you guys can't see what's on the screen, what happened. So here's how the conversation went. Why did I have to find out through social media? This is the other thing. Why do people play things out on social media? Like their personal stuff just boggles my mind. Anyway, why did I have to find out through social media my daughter had a reward ceremony? Oh, my boyfriend went because I had to work, so she was good. He wanted to see her get the reward. That's my damn child. How the fuck do you allow another man to show up for my child and I'm active in her life? Then you didn't tell me my daughter had a ceremony. Okay, my boyfriend is just as much as her father as you are. And how active in her life? He's active in her life as well. So she acknowledges that he is active in the child's life. You always go to her events. I wanted, so again, she reaffirms that he's active in the child life. Why she didn't tell him is beyond me. You always go to her events. I didn't want to take away from him being able to see her get the reward. How would that have taken away from him being seeing the reward? Because her daddy was there. He goes on to say, IDGAF about any of that. You could have told me, and we both could have showed up for her. Facts, brother. Facts. They both could have been there. I wanted him to have his moment with her. So, I mean, she would have given you more attention if you showed up to the ceremony. I don't like, she was all kind of wrong. Let's see, cuz Stacy says that baby mama was wrong as for sure. Yes, she was. I have a big thing about this. I'm a firm believer in healthy co-parenting. She was wrong and bitter. Yeah, I said the same thing, sis. I think she was something else was going on behind the scenes. Why would you not tell the biological father? And here's the thing: you're the custodial parent. So this boyfriend that you talking about having time with her, he should have it because she lives with you guys. If I don't know if the boyfriend lives with him or not, but of course, he probably spent more time with her or has the opportunity to spend more time with her than the biological father. How do you not tell the biological father what's going on? That just boggles my mind, for real. She was all kind of wrong. Stacy says, when they start giving out rewards in school, I thought they gave out awards. Maybe that's what they meant, cuz reward, awards. Say she sound like she's trying to force a relationship with the boyfriend. Yes, absolutely, and that never turns out great. I mean, well, the boyfriend is in his feelings too because he should have made sure he was there too. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, and that's the other thing we don't know. Like, I don't know how much influence the boyfriend had in this situation. Was he in his feelings? Did he um um did he orchestrate some of this by saying, hey, it should just be me there? Like, I don't know. Let me go back and read that part. Like, that's a good point, sis. Oh, my boyfriend is just as much as her father as you are. He's active in her life too. You always go to her events. I didn't want to take away from him being able to see her get the reward. So something that message is kind of loaded there. She says, I wanted him to have his own moment with her. She would have given you more attention if you showed up to the ceremony. So then I do have to wonder, like, how much input did the boyfriend have on this whole thing? Like, that is a question that it should be raised. Don't nobody give a hell about the boy. Say nobody care about the boyfriend, sis. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't know, like, how much influence did he have on that situation? Either way, the baby mama was all kind of wrong. I don't care what he said, what the boyfriend said. The biological father should have known about what was going on and had the opportunity to be here. Now, my question for you, because all of y'all are baby mamas, right? On here, would the biological father, the baby daddy, be wrong if he in turn shitted on the mama by showing her these messages, or say, hey, the only reason I wasn't there is because your mama didn't tell me? Would he be wrong for that? Let's see. Sis says that's the dad. He definitely comes first. More attention sounds crazy. Exactly. Yeah. She was all kind of wrongs. I don't care how you slice this up. She should not have iced the biological father out of that situation. Never. Never. Absolutely. You say no, don't involve the don't involve the church. For sure. Like, I don't understand how she justifies that. Like, there is no justification for that. Yeah, don't involve the children, right? I don't understand. There is no justification for that. There is no reason whatsoever that, even if let's just say he was a deadbeat dad, how do you not still let him know? You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you not let him know? And it sounds like he's very, very active in his child's life. How do you not let him know? about that. All right, y'all. Before we go on to the next subject of tonight on Let's Argue, I do want to we're gonna do some more from the game of Let's Argue. I mean, not Let's Argue of lyrically correct. Go ahead and drop that in the window. Hashtag lyrically correct or I am lyrically correct in the chat window. And I'm outside. Let's argue. Y'all know already know how this go down. I see a lot of y'all on here and have not dropped that in the chat window. Hashtag I'm outside. Let's argue. Drop that in the chat window for me. Okay, here is the next question from lyrically correct. If you get it right, I want you to put hashtag I'm lyrically correct or just lyrically correct in the window. All right. What did Curtis Blow want you to know? What did Curtis Blow want you to know? I don't know. I think the child should know that he would have been there. Yeah, she may know. You know what I'm saying? She may know. But yeah, should he be petty? Like, I don't know, because I just think the mama was deliberate in this. So I don't know. It's these are that's right, cuz these are the breaks. Exactly. That's right, sis. These are the breaks is the answer. So drop in the chat window hashtag lyrically correct or hashtag I am lyrically correct. Yeah, that's right, lyrically correct. All right, here's the next question. What did Michael Jackson want the pretty young things to repeat after him? What did Michael Jackson want the pretty young things to repeat after him? What did Michael Jackson want the pretty young things to repeat after him? That's right, sis. Nah, nah, nah is the correct answer. Nah, 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 nah. Yep. All right. All right. Looks like everybody got that one right. Put in the window lyrically correct. Hashtag lyrically correct. And the reason I say hashtag, whether you do hashtag I'm lyrically correct or hashtag lyrically correct, because I want the creators of this game to see that we're actively mentioning them and that people are definitely playing this game. And I'm going to get you guys a code for the game. Give me 1 second. Let me find it. Where is it at? I'm going to get you a code for the game so that you can purchase. There's you get a 10% discount, I believe it is. So go ahead and yep, I'm dropping that in the chat window right now, and I'm going to give you the code so that you can use it. Go ahead and use that code and get a 10% discount. They got a bunch of games on there. They got the 80s version. It's a really a fun game, especially to play in person. All right. So here's the next one. This is my favorite MC of all times. And Paid in Full. What was in Rakim's hand? It's a multiple choice answer. And Paid in Full, what was in Rakim's hand? A, change, B, money, C, lint, or D, sweat? Think about all my money is spent. I dig deep up, still coming up with lint. And Paid in Full, what was in Rakim's hand? A, change, B, money, C, lint, or D, sweat? Start my mission, leave my resident, thinking how I could have get some dead presidents. I need money. I used to be a stick-up kid, but why think of all the devious things I did? I used to roll up. This is a hold up. You know what? Y'all all wrong. It was not Lynn. Y'all heard me say Lynn, but that's not correct. So let's sing the song from the top. Y'all ready? Let's do it from the top. Wait with me. Come on, y'all. Y'all ready? Thinking of a master plan, cause ain't nothing but thinking of a master plan, cause ain't nothing but thinking of a master plan, cause ain't nothing but sweat inside my hands. So while I dig into my pocket, all my money is spent. I dig deeper, but still coming up with lint. Right, it was sweat inside his hand. I can't believe y'all got that wrong. Turn in y'all black cards. All right, here's the next one. What up, Ed? In Maniac, what did Michael Cimbello say she was dancing like? A ballerina, B, dancing queen, C, she never danced before, or D, she's always on the dance floor? In Maniac, what did Michael Cimbello say she was dancing like? A ballerina, B, a dancing queen, C, she never danced before, or D, she's always on the floor. That's right. C, she's never danced before. All right, y'all. Okay, y'all get y'all black cards back. Y'all get y'all black cards back. All right, so here's the next one. Cheryl Lynn said, "Your love is so good that it deserves a what?" Cheryl Lynn said, "Your love is so good that it deserves a what?" Your love, oh, so good, good love. Cheryl Lynn said, "Your love is so good that you love." Yes, it's an encore. That's right. Yep, encore. All right. And if you're dancing in your seat, don't forget, if you get the answer to correct, I want you to put hashtag lyrically correct or hashtag I'm lyrically correct, and put a little dancing emoji in there for me too. All right. Who was the girl that Ready for the World sang about? This is a multiple choice answer. A, Sharon, B, Shirley, C, Sheila, or D, Shantae. Who was the girl that Ready for the World sang about? Oh, Sheila. Uh, uh, Oh, Oh, Sheila is the correct answer. All right, cuz you own it tonight, baby. I am lyrically correct. There we go. That's what I wanted. Y'all understand the assignment. Hashtag lyrically correct or I'm lyrically correct. And we're doing this, y'all, just so we can make sure that the creators of this game, Lyrically Correct, can see that we are actively playing their game on my show and putting it in our platform. So go ahead, hashtag lyrically correct or hashtag I'm lyrically correct. When you get the answer right, do that for me. All right. According to Tears for Fears, what does everyone want to rule? This is a multiple choice answer right here. You say, damn, Stacey, that was quick. According to Tears for Fears, what does everyone want to rule? A, time, B, the world, C, money, or D, the universe? Dang, cuz you ain't give me a chance to finish the answer. It is right, the world. Ooh. All right, that is correct. Don't forget to put I'm lyrically correct in the chat window. That is correct. The world is right, sis. You're right. Don't forget to put I'm lyrically hashtag I'm lyrically correct in the chat window. All right, y'all trying to keep them black cards tonight. All right, here's the next one. In Paper Thin, MC Light said what? I'm sorry. In Paper Thin, MC Light said that when you love her, it doesn't matter because it goes in her head as what? It says, see, I can't type that fast. You didn't go to typing class with Miss Sparks, Ed? Okay, cuz I'm giving you your black card back. I need to give me a physical black card here so I can give it back to you. All right. In Paper Thin, MC Light said that when you say you love her, it doesn't matter because it goes in her head as what? All right, y'all know y'all should get this one. In Paper Thin, MC Light said that when you say you love her, it doesn't matter because it goes in her head as what? Seriously, y'all, nobody? Y'all should know this one. Let's see. Gibberish? No, I'm not accepting that answer. No, I'm not. Come on, y'all. Sing the song with me. When you say you love me, it doesn't matter. It goes into my head as. When you say you love me, it doesn't matter. It goes into my head as just. Seriously, y'all. Come on, I'm giving y'all a hint. When you say you love me, it doesn't matter. It goes into my head as just chit chatter. I can't believe y'all didn't get that one right. All right, y'all. So we're going to go. Yep, chit chatter. Y'all late. Bye. Whatever. All right. So we're going to remove this. Here's the next subject that we're going to discuss today on Let's Argue. This one should be very interesting. Ladies, y'all going to love this one.
Celebrate her best friend's birthday?
Hell no, because this is the thing.
Hell no, because this is the thing. If this is her best...
Let your girl go out and celebrate her best friend's birthday?
Hell no, because this is the thing. If this is her best friend and you're a real couple, you're friends with the best friend. That birthday trip, we go as a couple. By yourself is crazy. Come on, you're trying to get your back blown out. Take your ass on them girls trips if you want. Let these women cap y'all. I've been to a lot of countries and a lot of states. They're not going out there to get drunk, dress sexy, ass out just for the gram. They got that balcony suite for a reason. They trying to get bent over that motherfucker. Once you like in that 30 plus crowd, you're not going on any trips without your spouse. That's in your early 20s. We all having fun.
If you're single,
30, we're living together. We got kids. We paying bills. If you're married, you don't even need no single friend. What are you doing hanging out with this single chick? Because she trying to get you to Miami.
Let me help
knowing she going out there to go suck some in the VIP section.
Let me help.
Keep your married ass at home cooking, making breakfast, taking kids to football practice, shit like that.
Oh, man. All right, we're going to play this one more time. One more time.
You're not gonna let your girl go out and celebrate her best friend's birthday?
Hell no, because this is the thing. If this is her best friend and you're a real couple, you're friends with the best friend. That birthday trip, we go as a couple. By yourself is crazy. Come on, you're trying to get your back blown out. Take your ass on them girls trips if you want. Let these women cap y'all. I've been to a lot of countries and a lot of states. They're not going out there to get drunk, dress sexy, ass out just for the gram. They got that balcony suite for a reason. They trying to get bent over that motherfucker. Once you like in that 30 plus crowd, you're not going on any trips without your spouse. That's in your early 20s. We all having fun.
If you're single,
30, we're living together. We got kids. We paying bills. If you're married, you don't even need no single friend. What are you doing hanging out with this single chick? Because she trying to get you to Miami. Knowing she going out there to go suck some in the VIP section.
Let me help.
Keep your married ass at home cooking, making breakfast, taking kids to football practice, shit like that.
All right, ladies. All right, we my man Buck said that's real talk. I tend to disagree with that. Like, everybody's not married. Everybody's not in a relationship. And I don't think that you, first of all, let me just say this, and this men or women, my wife can't make me do nothing any more than I can make her do anything. I can suggest, and because she loves and respects me, she probably, because of that, won't do it, or respect for herself and our marriage, but I can't make her do nothing. If she goes on a trip where her girls, and some of her girls are single, and she does anything that she knows she wouldn't want me to do, like, come on, like, bro. Somebody says, somebody hurt him. Sis say somebody hurt him. Stacy says, wow, he got some issues. Sis said she got some trust issues. If you are married, I don't care if you, I mean, Buck, I got to disagree with you, bro. I don't care if you are married. Here's the thing. You are still an individual. And if you mean to tell me going out of town with your single girlfriend or your single girlfriend's going to cause you to do something that's going to put our relationship or our marriage in jeopardy, dog, we wasn't solid from the beginning. Like, for real. Like, if I go on a trip with the fellas, my cousins, my male cousins, we all going out or wherever we going to, I don't care where it is. And they can't make me do anything. Anything I do that is on me. They can't influence me. I can't come back and say, oh, I fell into the cookie box. I was drunk. None of that. None of that. Come on, that don't pass the muster test. Let's see. Ed says, fuck that. Crashed out. Not in my era. You fucking with a who? Oh yeah, you fucking with a young nigga. Exactly. Sis says, what happened to trust? Exactly. Where's the trust at? Yep, but okay, I'm glad you agree with me. At this big age, I ain't doing nothing but right, sis. I'm going on this trip and I'm chilling. I'm relaxing. That's no way. If I can't, I'm assuming that my wife got a small circle anyway, so not all her friends are married. I know that because we talk. But if they have a trip And all her friends, not one are not married, but they not all in. Some of them may not always be in serious committed relationships. I'm not going to have a problem with her going, because if she does anything, she also had to consider that I could do it as well, and vice versa. So I'm not tripping on her going. I gotta trust her. I gotta trust that she gonna go and she gonna have a nice time. She gonna be respectful. And I'm not saying that you know, but shit, ninjas do that here, buy her drinks and all that other stuff. And how do I know that when she go out here with her friends that may not be married or in serious committed relationship, that she not gonna do the same thing? Like, I gotta have trust. I'm not about to worry about that. I'm not about to lose no sleep about that. I'm just not. I'm really not. Let's see. Buck says no trust, no relationship. Kick rocks, tramp. Buck, you a fool. Um, exactly, sis. You're right. You don't have to take a trip to cheat. You absolutely don't have to take a trip to cheat. And people trip me out saying, "Oh, you feel more comfortable with doing things out of town." Whatever you doing out of town, you should be able to do right here at home. If you whatever you're doing out of town, you should be able to do right here at home. So don't wait till you get out of town to act a fool. You know. So yeah, I totally disagree with the brother. But we're gonna play the clip again.
Not gonna let your girl go out and celebrate her best friend's birthday?
Hell no, because this is the thing. If this is her best friend and you're a real couple, you're friends with the best friend.
So stop right there. Let me ask this question. Is that really the case? Are you, if your woman, your wife has a best friend, are you friends with the best friend? I'm gonna have to say no. Like, we cool, but I wouldn't necessarily call her my best friend. We cool, but you're not my best friend. Like, we cool because of the relationship that you have with my spouse. I'm not saying I'm not all of a sudden putting that title on you that now you because you're best friends with my spouse that we're best friends. No, we're cool. I got love for you because you got love for my wife. Like, no, how does that work? Huh? He way off. Let's see. Pretty brown. But nigga, you ain't invited. Stupid says you stupid. She said, but nigga, you ain't invited. You crazy girl. No. Now you ain't best friends. All right, let's finish playing the clip.
Birthday trip, we go as a couple. By yourself is crazy. Come on, you're trying to get your back blown out. Take your ass on them girls trips if you want. Let these women cap y'all. I've been to a lot of countries and a lot of states. They're not going out there to get drunk, dress sexy, ass out just for the gram. They got that balcony suite for a reason. They trying to get bent over that motherfucker. Once you like in that 30 plus crowd, you're not going on any trips without your spouse. That's in your early 20s. We all having fun.
If you're
we're
single,
30, we're living together. We got kids. We paying bills. If you're married, you don't even need no single friend. What are you doing hanging out with this single chick? Because she trying to get you to Miami.
Let me help
knowing she going out there to go suck some in the VIP section.
Let me help.
Keep your married ass at home cooking, making breakfast, taking kids to football practice, shit like that.
He all kind of he just mad. He just mad. Say, yeah, somebody hurt him real bad. Cause I categorically disagree with everything he said. Like, seriously, I have to assume that I'm not gonna even say I assume. I know. But I do assume because I don't think that every female friend that my wife has are also married or in committed relationships. They may be in between relationships. I don't know. But at the end of the day, when it all boils down to, I have to trust her. She got to trust me. I have to trust her. She has to trust me. This whole thing that because you're married, you're in this box, you're no longer a person. That's ridiculous. Let's see. Sis says he's always going to get cheated on. You crazy girl. Yes, bro. Yeah, he is nuts, sis. He's nuts as hell. And clearly his woman can't trust him because he gonna be on some BS. Let's see. Cause she ain't sucking. Oh, she ain't giving him head, Buck. You stupid. Yeah, he big mad. He mad for real. He mad. Somebody hurt him real bad. That's crazy. Cause and then like my sis said, nigga, you ain't invited. Like, you not invited. Like, no, you know what I'm saying? Here's my question. Cause sometimes this dynamic can be a little bit crazy. All right. you're married or you're in a serious committed relationship, how comfortable is that conversation with your significant other about going out of town with your girlfriends? Like, is it, like, is it cool, or do you hesitate letting them know, like, hey, you know what I'm saying, we planning a trip out of town? Or do you wait 6 months or 3 months before the trip to let your significant other know, hey, we planning this trip? Like, how does that work? Like, are you comfortable with telling your significant other, hey, we planning the girls trip to Mexico or New York or wherever, and this is what we're gonna be doing? Let's see here. Ed says trust is everything, but if it's violated, it's done. Absolutely. Stacey said, I would tell him to go so he can watch all the purses while me and the girls. Cause you a fool. Since she says I would tell him to go so he can watch all the girls' purses while her and the girls go party. You are stupid. It can't be hard. Yeah, it can't be hard, right? No, okay. DD says it can be hard. Yeah, it can be. And okay, let me ask this question: why is it hard? Because is it maybe that initial time because you don't know how they're gonna take it? Like, why is it hard to make that initial announcement? Like, hey, me and the fellas we about to take a fellas trip, or hey, me and the girls about to take a girls trip. I think for everybody that initial announcement, like, hey, this. But here's one thing where I give, but this, I don't want this to be a regular thing though. I'm beyond. This is me. It can't be a regular thing every year. You and your girls going on a trip, or every month y'all. Like, no. Like, if it's like every 3 years or every 5 years, y'all getting together, celebrate. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool with that. But every time it's somebody's birthday, y'all, nah, we ain't doing that. We not doing that. We not doing that. Y'all can call me what you want. We not doing that. All right. It's a conversation, even when you're thinking about it. Okay. Yep. I agree, sis. I think that's what kind of makes it easier. It makes it more palatable if you're even considering it, the conversation be had. I agree with you, sis, for sure. What you say, Buck? You gonna say it the day before? You crazy? You stupid. Yeah. Buck say I'm gonna say it the day before. I disagree, Stacy. He would be doing too much. Yeah, if he came on a trip to watch the person, yeah, he gonna be having a problem with that. She ain't gonna be able to get up and be herself. Like, I think both parties need to have that opportunity, whether it's out of town or in town. You need that bonding with your girls. We need that bonding with our fellas, just to kind of go out and hang out. And it should be okay for you to have, because I know it happens, where the opposite sex is going to approach you. Because here's what we know as a fact: there's women out there who don't give up about you wearing that ring or you're being married, and there's men out there who certainly don't care about that. So as long as you respect us, it doesn't matter what they're doing. Let's see. Dee says, I disagree. Pretty Sis says it depends on the spouse. It definitely depends on the spouse for sure. Let's see here. Why? You mean why? Like, if you're doing something annually? Like, no, I disagree with that, because you don't need to be go every time you look up every month. Oh, I'm going out of town for Dee birthday. Oh, we going out of town for Stacy's birthday. No, you ain't about to. We're not about to be making this no thing that you're gonna do every month or no, we're not doing that. And I just feel like that's a bit excessive. Like, that's just my personal feeling on it. Like, I don't think that's something that need to be happening all the time. Like, every time you look up, you planning a trip to go out of town. Like, no, I mean, yeah, he would cause all types of problems. He would get tossed off the balcony. You stupid. Once a year, fine, but I'm saying every month. If you looking at talking about, like, well, let me say, I am okay with once a year. If it's something that you're doing maybe once a year, y'all, maybe going to Miami or going to Chicago or something like that, I'm fine with that. But I'm talking about major trips out of the country. I guess I should say that. maybe major trips out of the country. It's medicine for me. Yeah, it is. I think that both parties should be able to do it. It should be comfortable enough where both parties should be able to do that, because you do still need that male bonding. Black men need black men. Black women need black women. Y'all still need that bonding, because at the end of the day, while you are married and are one, you still an individual and you still need to be able to experience those things. I agree with that. I do. I just don't think it should be something that's happening every month, or me and so and so, we want to go. No, like we not. Like, cause I'm gonna be honest with you. I think that if this was something that was happening on a monthly, a couple times a month or a couple times a year basis, did you seeing somebody, like, I'm gonna question it. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna question it. Like, if you're something that you're doing on a regular and consistent basis, not once a year, but if you doing like a couple times a year, like you making it a habit of going out of town with your girl or your girlfriends, like you and her messing around, or you got somebody that you seeing out of town, or you meeting somebody, like what's going on? Like, yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna be okay with that. Let's see. Didi says, yes, everybody need their time. They do. Everybody does need their time. Ed says facts. Are you talking about facts of what I was saying, Ed? Sis says, I'm fine as fuck, so my husband understands, but he still doesn't like it. Okay. Yeah, you don't have to respect. Yeah, you have to respect your relationship. You do have to respect your relationship. Once a year. Yeah, once a year is fine. I think I'm okay with that. Once a year. I could be honest. I'm okay with once a year. I think that's fine. If that's something that you want to do with your girl once a year. And in fact, I actually, hasn't tried to encourage my wife, like, hey, make a trip, because I know she got a best friend that stays in another state. Like, go visit her. Like, I'm cool with that. I do want to go one time because I want to see her, because me and her best friend are cool. I haven't had the chance to meet her personally yet, so I'm looking forward to that. But by all means, yeah, go hang out, because she need to let her hair down and do that. Like, I got brothers that live in different states. I want to be able to go visit them, and we just do our stuff, yeah, and not necessarily have my wife having to tag along. Let's see here. My question is, why not once a year? I agree, Didi. Once a year is fine. I'm okay with that. So I take that back. I walk that back. Once a year is fine. I'm okay with that. If it's regular, she's cheating. Yeah, it is. If we talk, especially if it's a couple times a year, my antennas is gonna start to go up. Any more than hers will go up for me if I'm going out of town a couple times a year and not taking her, or making excuses as to why she can't go. I'm always doing it with the fellas. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, I mean, I can understand that. I'm tripping. Okay. What up, Dre? She said, "My fuck, man, we going out of the country." I'm even okay with that. Out of the country one time, going to Mexico, because once my niece and them went to, was it Italy? I think my wife wanted to go, but it was supposed to just be an all girl trip. But I would have been okay with that if she wanted to go with my niece and them they all went, but none of the what they call them, the aunties, were invited. This was more of a cousin thing, but I would have been okay with that. I mean, I'm okay with her going out of the country. I can honestly say that if she wanted to go out of the country with her girls, the thing is, I personally don't think she want to take trips like that without me. No, not every month. Let's see. Marcel said we all need white friends also. Yes, they gotta boo if it's often. Let's see. Dre says I'll reel her to say what? I don't understand that acronym, Dre. You got to break that down for me. I'm hollering. You said, is you and her messing around? No, for real. Like, because here's the thing. If I'm always saying I'm going out of town with my boy, you better believe that question is going to come up. Is something going on between you and him? Is something I need to know about? Let's see. Yes, sir. That was for for oh yeah, them comment a while ago. Okay. Um Annual cool. If it happens monthly, bi-monthly, yeah, it's suspect. Let's see. Sis says trips within your spouse should not be spontaneous. You can't spring a guy's trip on me at the last minute. That's door swings both. Like you can't spring a trip on me last minute because that definitely gonna raise my antenna. If you telling me oh, me and my girl plan on going out of town, um we got a trip planned 90 days, or like no, like you just all of a sudden now this just happened, so yeah, I'm gonna have a problem with that. Like this is something you needs to be in the works, so y'all planned it out, for real. I agree. um 2 times a year at most. You mean taking a girl's trip 2 times a year at most is good? You okay with that, Dre? Is that what you're saying? Let's see. Stacy says, "What's up, Cuz?" Cuz says, "Cuz you have brothers in different states, so if y'all can't meet up at the same time, you would tell one of your brothers, I can't go out of town because I took my one trip for the year." No, 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 no. Let me make sure I'm understanding this. What you saying? Cuz you have brothers in different states. No, all my brothers stay in one state. So if y'all can't meet up at the same time, you would tell one of your brothers, I can't. No, 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 no. All my brothers stay in the same state. But if I did have brothers in different states, I hope that my wife wouldn't give me no pushback about being able to go and visit my brother, say, because I got brothers that live in Minnesota, say one state in Minnesota and one state in New York. Maybe we couldn't coordinate our schedules, but I have the time to go and visit a brother in Minnesota or go visit a brother in New York. No, my brothers both stay in the same state. So I don't have that issue, but I hope it wouldn't be an issue if that was the situation. Let's see, pretty round. Trips without your spouse should be planned, not spontaneous. Don't spring no guy trip on me at the last minute. Let's see here. Um, you say sit your ass down, Dre. Let's see. Sis says 90 days. You're fooling. You get the trips cheaper last minute. You not planning no trip on me at no last minute. Like, come on now. Yes, 2 times a year for her to go on a trip with her girls. Okay. Uh, that was an example. Okay. Now you flipping. Now I'm flipping. What I'm flip flopping on, Didi? It's just about communication and knowing your spouse. All right, y'all. We're gonna change it up for a minute. Didi says I'm flip flop. What I flip flop on, Didi? All right. So this is from the game. At the end of the day, I don't have a problem with my wife going out of town, not whether it's in the country or out of the country. I think that I would be if you spring something up on me at the last minute or tell me like a month before, like, oh yeah, we going, and I don't want to hear about that. Here's the thing, like sis said earlier, if you're thinking about it, let's have a conversation. So that way, if it is a trip that's coming up, and to Cuz's point, if it is a trip because you do sometimes get better deals at the last minute, then I wouldn't be so worried about it. Because here's the thing, you can't tell me any different. If I did that, some antennas is gonna go up. Why are you just not telling me this? I agree. Like sis said earlier, if you're thinking about it, the conversation should be had. Hey, we're thinking about planning a trip to so and so and so and so. We're thinking about it. So if it is something that's planned and it comes up in the next 90 days or the next 30 days or the next 60 days, you're not catching me off guard, or I'm not catching you off guard. Let's see. Sis says it's just about communicating and knowing your spouse. Yep. Sis said, Cuz says, yep. Because you want your wife to understand if your brothers are in different states. No, 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 no. Okay. Let me make sure I'm clarify this. My cousin said, if I have brothers in different states, I have to if I'm understanding this correctly, if I had brothers that live in different states and we all couldn't meet up, um, would I would have to cancel a trip with one brother because we all could meet up with another? No, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, if, and we talking about my brothers, if I had brothers that lived in different states, I don't, but let's say I did. If my wife gave, like, I would have a problem if she gave me pushback. If I said, okay, hey, I'm going to visit Marlon, um, in March, and I mean in April, and then I'm going to visit Derek in July or May. Like, it shouldn't be a problem. Or if I said, hey, I'm going to leave Minnesota, and then when I leave Minnesota, I'm flying to New York. Only reason I'm doing that is because Derek couldn't get the time off, so we could all meet up at the same time. That would be ideal, but it shouldn't be a problem. And it wouldn't be a problem if she did the exact same thing. Said she, not with her sister, because her sister lived here, said she was doing it to her girlfriend. Hey, I'm going to leave here because we all couldn't coordinate together. I'm going to leave here and go to New York because I got a girlfriend live in New York, and then I got a girlfriend who lives in Atlanta. So I'm going to fly to New York, and then I'm going to fly to Atlanta. I'll be back in a couple weeks. I'm not tripping about that. But I, like my sis said earlier, Pretty Brown, if you're thinking about it, at least let's have the conversation if you're even thinking about it. So that way nobody is caught off guard. That last minute stuff, just, to me, it doesn't sound right. It just doesn't sit well, and it shouldn't sit well with anybody. That's just my personal opinion about it. Ed said, you shouldn't, bruh. Trust is trust. Have fun. Be safe. Dre said, it's never we're going, her and her girls. It's, can I go? Sis says, exactly, because I'm going to see Tawana, and she was like, you don't care. Exactly. Yeah, you should absolutely shouldn't have. It shouldn't even be a question as to whether or not you're going to see your sister or me going to see my brothers, or if her sister live out of the state. Like, I'm not about to question that. No, for real. The wife should never give us pushback. The wife should never give us pushback. Didi said, that's not what you said at first. And granted, I probably didn't say that at first, but I'm trying to clarify and make sure that that's not a whole lot of flip flopping. What I'm saying is that if she had a sister that lived out of town, two sisters, like I have two brothers, and she wanted to go visit a sister who stayed in Atlanta and another one stayed in New York, I'm okay with that. Even if it's a girlfriend, I'm okay with that. But I want to qualify with this. Like sis, my Pretty Brown said earlier, if you're even thinking about it, have a conversation. The only thing should be a last minute if it was an emergency, a medical emergency. For real. Relatives don't count. Oh, relatives don't count. No, I don't know. I think they do, because you can be, but I guess this also goes back to trust, because you can be using that as an excuse too. You know, people has done some foul stuff to cheat, so you could be using that as an excuse too. So I agree with you in part, and in part I don't. But I don't think I wouldn't question it if my wife told me tomorrow, like, hey, me and my sister going out of town in a couple weeks. You know, we thinking about it. We trying to plan a sister trip. I ain't tripping. I'm not gonna trip about that. All right, and Give Me the Night. What did George Benson say is in the air? And Give Me the Night. What did George Benson say is in the air? And Give Me the Night. What did George Benson say was in the air? That is right, sis. Music is in the air. No, not love. Music. Music is the correct answer. Right. All right. What did Slick Rick go into the store to buy when he bumped into Mona Lisa? Don't forget, if you get it correct, hashtag I am lyrically correct or hashtag lyrically correct. What did Slick Rick go into the store to buy when he bumped into Mona Lisa? What did Slick Rick go into the store to buy when he bumped into Mona Lisa? What did Slick Rick go into the store to buy when he bumped into Mona Lisa? A slice of pizza. I went into the store to buy a slice of pizza. In Roxanne's Revenge, how many guys did she say she met? No, it wasn't no chips, man. Give me your black card. In Roxanne's Revenge, how many guys did she say she met? In Roxanne's Revenge, how many guys did she say she met? Roxanne. In Roxanne's Revenge, how many guys did she say she met? Four. No, the answer is three. She met three. I need you to turn in your black card, Dre. What did Eddie Murphy's girl want to do? This one hit wonder. What did Eddie Murphy's girl want to do? What did Eddie Murphy's girl want to do? Party all the time. Party all the time. That is correct, y'all. Okay. And Love Come Down. What can Evelyn Champagne King help? Party all the time. Right. And Love Come Down. What can Evelyn Champagne King help? Don't forget, lyrically correct. Hashtag I am lyrically correct in the chat window. In Love Come Down, what can Evelyn Champagne King help? Yep. What up? What up, Slab? Thanks for tuning in, bro. My feelings. You are wrong. You are wrong. Dee, Pretty Brown, you both are wrong. And the way she feels, that is all right, Dre. You had to represent for the fellas. That's right. The way she feels is the correct answer. Ladies, I can't believe y'all got that wrong. Let me see who else had timed in. The way. Yep, the way she feels. That is the correct answer. All right, y'all. We are past our time. We only try to do this for an hour. I appreciate everybody coming on. Y'all can keep the conversation going, though. Even after we end this live, I encourage you to keep the conversation going. Don't forget to share the content. So I'm going to just recap what we did today. So this is what we discussed earlier. There's a baby mama and the dad, and I'm just going to kind of quickly read what happened. The baby mama didn't tell the baby daddy about a award ceremony that the little girl had at school. She deliberately didn't tell him because she felt like she wanted the boyfriend to have his moment with their daughter and ice the baby daddy out. Was she wrong? All right, and then the second thing we discussed today was this. Are you
not gonna let your girl go out and celebrate her best friend's birthday?
Hell no, because this is the thing. If this is her best friend and you're a real couple, you're friends with the best friend. That birthday trip, we go as a couple. By yourself is crazy. Come on, you're trying to get your back blown out. Take your ass on them girls trips if you want. Let these women cap y'all. I've been to a lot of countries and a lot of states. They're not going out there to get drunk, dress sexy, ass out just for the gram. They got that balcony suite for a reason. They trying to get bent over that motherfucker. Once you like in that 30 plus crowd, you're not going on any trips without your spouse. That's in your early 20s. We all having fun.
If you're single, 30,
we're living together. We got kids. We paying bills. If you're married, you don't even need no single friend. What are you doing hanging out with this single chick? Because she trying to get you to Miami. Knowing she going out there to go suck some in the VIP section.
Let me help.
Keep your married ass at home cooking, making breakfast, taking kids to football practice, shit like that.
All right, y'all. So that was the the two topics that we discussed today here on Let's Argue. Don't forget, I'm going to also put in the chat window the link for you to go and get the game. And y'all go get that link. I worked hard to get y'all this. Now go and purchase this game. Now I'm giving you the link and the code. Go to the site, purchase the game. Lyrically Correct. Play it at home. Play it on your trips. When you take your girls trip with your girls, play this. When you take your girls trip, play this. But that is it, y'all. We are done for the day. Don't forget, keep the conversation going. Hashtag I'm outside. Let's argue. If you're lyrically correct, hashtag I am lyrically correct. With that, I am out. I'll see y'all next Thursday. Don't know what the topic gonna be, but I'll make sure I post it. With that, I'm out. Deuces. Good night. Good night, Dee Dee.